Saturday for you. Here it is, another old guy requested dinner live stream. um, I'm actually really starting to get the knack of this thing, I think. Hope everyone has had a good week. It's been a good week here. I'm really enjoying the summer weather. It's not quite summer, but enjoying the warm weather. Making progress on my projects, and so yeah, it's been a good week. We got cream chicken, and biscuits for dinner, and cucumber salad was voted for the side dish, and funnel cake for dessert. So yummy. What have we got in your room?
Eli?
Hey, Eli, happy
Cheers.
Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope everything is well. I know you're probably, what did we decide to call frying? You're frying, right? Instead of baking? You decided, remember last week it was, I question these things. So, and I really don't remember what it was that you said, so I think it was frying, but
So it's funnel cake, and then you put the...
okay, yeah, like me some funnel cake. Hello, Doug, Shar, sitting at home watching old guy on the telly. On the telly, what does it tell you? I suppose it doesn't really tell you anything.
John's here.
John, happy Saturday. Getting close to the 4th of July, coming up here pretty quick in a couple weeks. But, time flies pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It does. Next thing you know, it'll be the holiday. In fact, holidays, speaking of, holidays and festivals and so forth, there is a festival over the pass next weekend.
Yeah.
Strawberry Fest. So, and it is indeed that time of year when strawberries are are abundant, and so we're going to go over there and see what the fun is about. And that's why we're not having a live stream next Saturday. So, but we will be back on the 29th. So, just as a reminder,
Yeah.
I'll probably mention it again.
John's here.
John? Did I not say hi to John a minute ago?
No. I wasn't sure if you did or not.
Yes, I did.
Carol's here.
Hi, Carol. Neighbor down the street. I hope you and everyone at your house is well.
And Don.
Don? Hey, Don. Don't drink that tea, buddy. I'm telling you. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you can just check out my shorts. And, watch my short video.
Eli says, why did OG cross the road?
Boy, today was to get tacos.
It was. And he says, because there was a bacon tree on the other side.
A bacon tree? Yes. Well, today I've discovered that there is a United Church of Bacon. And it's all things bacon. And they do offer services like, it's mostly in Nevada. But you can perform marriages, but everything is for charity. So if you're an ordained whatever from the United Church of Bacon, you're not supposed to take like any money or any gifts or anything for doing services for the community. Instead, suggest their charities, a list of charities that they have, and there's a bunch of them, like United Way and some veterans charities and things like that. So I thought it was pretty cool, but I'll eat the bacon, but blessed be the bacon will be about as far as it gets.
John's making homemade brisket chili and cornbread.
Oh, that sounds good. We had a smoked brisket taco,
Yeah.
and this is I met it, Eli, when what happened when I went across the street. There is a couple that bought one of the houses here in town, and they happen to own a food truck, and there is a space kind of just in our little town here where the road bends. There's kind of an open spot there, and so they have their food truck there today. And so Mrs. Old Guy, we went down and introduced ourselves, and we talked to, come on now, Jody, and she's a very nice lady, and we tried 2 of her tacos.
Yeah.
One was a smoked brisket taco, and the other one was a pulled pork taco.
Yeah.
Both were pretty good.
They're down across from Carol's house.
Yep.
Crazy Food Crew's here.
Hey guys, welcome, and again, really, dudes, congratulations on 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I know you've been working at it, and Tim and I have had discussions about that, and it's a really a nice milestone to achieve, especially for, I think both Tim and I are, pretty realistic about these, YouTube thing, and probably never going to make a whole bunch of money, and or anything like that. But that's not why we do it. We do it for the fun, and actually, really now it's getting to be for this little YouTube community that we're all kind of a part of. So that's there's kind of a camaraderie there.
He says the Crazy Crew is here.
That is awesome. So it's all 3 of you. Wild man, are you howling out there? Nate, congratulations to you, Nate, if you are there. On graduating, that is fantastic.
That's
You're
awesome.
off to a good start, dude. Absolutely.
John says he's making lasagna dinner with a bacon tomato sauce.
Oh, yummy. Lasagna with bacon. You can't go wrong with any of that.
No.
All of those
That
words
sounds
fit
delicious.
together. Yeah, all those words fit together. Yeah, that was good. But chocolate covered ravioli. I'm speaking of Val and I did some recording yesterday, and I don't want to give away much or anything, but it was an interesting filming session. Let's just say that.
John says my family is coming up next month in July to Colorado.
Cool. And whereabouts in Colorado will that be? And hey, Doug, we want to know what you guys are having. I know you know. And the rest of you too, Eli. Yeah. Come on. I've had the chicken kind of going here. Same thing with you, Crazy Food Crew. Got some chicken boiling here. Go ahead.
Thanks, man. It's something else. We didn't think we would have got this far. It's very special. It's been a goal for a while, and the wild man is howling, LOL.
Awesome. I could picture Uncle Les, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, boy, we sure want to make it out your way one of these days, and we may just make it sometime.
Yeah, that would be fun. Manuel's here.
Hey, Manuel. Woo! Welcome. Happy Saturday. We are having creamed chicken and biscuits. And I'm just kind of going at it the way I would if somebody said, "Hey, make that," and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, the only really note I made for today was the funnel cake. I've only made it like once or twice, so I don't have that in my little book of stuff. So,
Crazy Food Crew's having McDonald's tonight.
ooh, the Mickey D's, huh? Going for the Big Mac, or what's your favorite McDonald's sandwich? If I were to eat at McDonald's, it would be the Big Mac for me.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And a fry.
Daniel says happy Saturday.
Yes, happy Saturday to you as well. And let us know what you're having. We're kind of going through that. John's having. Don't tell me. Go ahead and tell me.
Homemade brisket chili and
Oh,
cornbread.
yeah, see, he's having chili and cornbread. That sounds really good. Oh, speaking of cornbread, I do believe that's one of the choices for the jambalaya coming up in 2 weeks, and that is all posted and ready to go. So feel free to hop onto that community page and cast your vote.
Yep.
The more the better. And it was a tie this week for the desserts. I haven't seen a tie for a while. But funnel cake and fortune cookie milkshake. They were tied, so I flipped a coin
Hello.
and it came up heads,
I'm good,
and in that case heads was the funnel cake. So that's what we're doing with that. But I appreciate it. Seeing the votes on there and
Okay.
kind of doing its thing.
Awesome.
Does that make sense? Probably
Sounds
not.
good. We do that a lot of times.
But since when do I
Just
need to
meat
make
and salad or
sense?
something.
I don't. I just need to cook dinner. And I think I can do that. Got the thighs. I guess they're probably getting close enough to
Okey-dokey.
break down,
Oh,
and
let them know.
start actually making the
Okay.
cream chicken part. But so what's he having?
They are having grilled ribeyes, medium rare,
Ah,
and tossed salad.
nice. Ribeyes and salad. That's something that we would do as a steak. Except for it would probably be sirloin, but we'd get ribeye too. If it's, but absolutely, just steak and a salad.
Yeah.
Really,
That's
no,
what I told Doug too. I said, yeah, we do that too.
yep, just steak and a salad. Very rarely now do I, like potatoes or whatever. Not anymore, man. Or rarely. I still do, but not all the time.
Eli said something everyone has to try at least once in their life is a battered deep fried pig neck.
Boy, I don't know. that just sounds like trouble to me. maybe it wouldn't be, but I don't. I would try it. I would try it.
Yeah. Try it and see.
Yeah. Absolutely. It somehow just doesn't sound great. I don't know why. Just me, I guess.
Stanley's here.
Hey, Stanley.
Been a while. Making pork ribs, mac and cheese, and baked beans tonight.
Ooh, well, that's a nice dinner.
That sounds good.
Yep, that's perfect for ribs. Yeah, it's perfect side dishes. Absolutely. Well, hope you and Jordan are doing well. And don't know what the heat's been like for you. If you're any warmer or cooler there in Vegas than Eli is in Phoenix. So I know both are pretty hot places. Yes, indeed. It's been hot here. We've had some mid to upper 90s here a few days. Kind of nice because I really don't like winter. Nope, nope, nope. Do not like winter. All right. A little more water. I don't want that to lose too much water.
You guys said it's 112 today.
112. Wow.
That's hot.
That's that's toasty. Yes, it is. We get like the hottest I've seen it here where we live was 104. I think it was a couple of summers ago. And we had a few days in a row. It was over 100, which is unusual for up here because we're a little over a mile up here. So let's get these peppers sliced up.
111 today for Stanley.
Wow. Yep. That's what it was when I think it was 113. Doug and Char, when they got married, how many years ago, Doug? Now 8 years, something like that. 9 years. We went to Las Vegas with them, or kind of arrived after them, but and I believe it was 113 that day. It sure felt like a lot warmer because the vehicle we were in didn't have any air conditioning. I bet they remember that too.
Eli says we will be grilling for Father's Day tomorrow. Thankfully, it will only be around 111.
Yep. At least there's shade and a fan if you got one.
Yep, that's what Stanley said. That's in the shade.
Yep.
111 in the shade.
Yep, that's pretty toasty. And they have Doug and Char have an anniversary, in fact, just coming up in a few days on the 21st, I believe. Summer solstice? That's got to be Doug. He's going to let me know.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get some of this onion into the...
Okay.
If I can get that peel off, frickin'
Hey,
thing.
you got the day right, but you got the day right, so.
All right. So some of this for the salad, and the rest will go
That's right.
into the chicken.
Yeah,
Summer solstice
yeah.
on the
What
21st.
he was just saying. Okay. Bye.
Oh yes, I know that well.
9 years ago.
9 years ago. Okay, well, I was
Yeah.
close. I knew it was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And
And it
so
was Father's Day that year. That was Father's Day that year.
Oh,
The day
was
they
it?
got married, it was Father's Day that year.
Was it
Yes.
June 21st?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. All right.
And also, like you said, the summer solstice.
Yep. All right. Let me get this. I thought Father's Day was on the 16th always, but
No, it changes every year.
just like okay, last Sunday of the month or something. How does that
Second
work?
to last,
Second to last?
I guess.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, well, I don't know. That don't sound right yet.
Mother's Day don't stay the same either.
It's always on a Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean it never changes? It's always on a Sunday. Okay. What's a tight lid? Come on. Who knew? A jar of pimentos would be so difficult to get into. Gee whiz. Let's grab a spoon. I'm going to throw a little bit of pimento in here. Going into the chicken too. Crash. All right. Toss this a little bit in here. Mix up those colors a little. A little bit of dill weed. That'll do. Get this out of my way.
Stanley said that he was in Laughlin, Nevada last weekend, and it hit 117.
That's hot.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's a lot. You know, if you're in the city and you're on the tarmac, you're down there. It's hotter than that.
Yeah.
Almost unbearable.
Eli's craving some pork belly with Korean sweet and spicy glaze.
Oh, that sounds delicious. That does sound perfect. I would love that. Silly girl. Polly is doing much better, by the way.
Yeah.
She's still, still working it out, but
She is doing better.
she is definitely doing better. Getting a little more spring back in her steps. Today she actually jumped into the car.
Yep.
We've been kind of helping her in since she had that little incident. And so she's, feeling a little better. She'll still limp a little bit after we go for a walk or something, but
Yeah. Still giving her doggy Tylenol every day. Jessica's here. Hello, hello. I'm here, and I hope you have my Diet Coke ready.
I do. Good evening, Jessica.
Or Diet Coke ready for me.
Good evening. Oh yeah, I like I said, I've always got, that 12-pack in the fridge pretty much set aside for you. We get some other folks in that like it, but it's always there, and I keep it stocked. So I appreciate you asking. You keep me on my toes that way. You definitely do. All right. So the cucumber salad, pretty much mixed out. In case you're wondering, this is white balsamic and pretty tasty stuff. Makes the perfect cucumber salad. It really does. Guess I'm just gonna put that in there. Let's get it in the fridge. Okay, that's good to go. Now the hot part. Let's turn the oven on. 425 or 450? 450. $450 degrees for that, for the biscuits. And while the oven's getting hot, go ahead and do up this little half onion here.
Stanley says I made a mean glaze with some poison sauce.
Ooh. I would like to try it. I really would. And you never know. We might. Stranger things have happened. We might actually make it that way this year yet. We'll see. Like I said, stranger things have happened. So.
Shorty's Adventures is here. Thumbs up.
Hey,
How
Shorty's
are you?
Adventures.
How's Colorado?
Colorado is beautiful. Summertime, or almost. Lots and lots of hummingbirds and orioles and what was that other kind of bird? Do you remember?
Western Tanger.
Tangers, right? It is a beautiful summer. There's not very many flies or mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice. Yeah, everything's green. And how about yourself? How are things in your neck of the world.
Eli says I made some spicy Szechuan noodles with crispy pork and peanut sauce yesterday. It was really good.
That, well, I suppose if I had to, now that I think about it, if I had to choose only like one particular type of food, it would be Asian food.
Yeah, we like Asian.
Oh yeah, I mean I like a bunch of different kinds, but if I had to pick only one, that would be it.
Jessica says I'm very hungry. I hope it doesn't take too long to get ready.
No, not too long really. I'm gonna let these veggies kind of cook into the chicken for just a few minutes. Then I'll pull the bones off of it, chunk it up, toss in a few more veg, and in the meantime, I'm gonna get some biscuits going. At least the batter or the dough for it, and we'll see.
Did you turn that oven back on?
I did.
Okay, because I shut it off.
Yeah, I did. It's been hot in here today. This isn't the first thing I baked. I made some. We're going on a Father's Day picnic with some friends tomorrow, and I made some dark rye bread to take along.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Old Guy discovered that she likes my rye bread as long as I don't use the caraway seed, which I know my brother Doug doesn't care for the caraway either. So yeah, I can make you guys both some bread when you come over, whatever, caraway free. But I split it into two batches, so some of it has the caraway and some don't. So, anyway, let's get to the task at hand.
Stanley says we have these two mockingbirds that are in mating season. I guess because they are up all night singing to each other.
Well, that's kind of cool. Many years ago, Mrs. Old Guy and I were raising African ringneck doves.
Yep.
And when they would start to go into mating, boy, oh boy.
They drive you crazy.
Hoo, 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 hoo. All night. It's like, shut up! I didn't yell at him, but I wanted to. All right. Start with a couple of cups of flour here. Oh, I'm just going to scoop it out. I really didn't want to pull the canister out and all that. It's just easier for me just to do it this way. Less I got to put away. Okay, putting it away would consist of the top back on and back onto this counter, but nevertheless. All right, let's get with some. What the heck am I doing? What am I doing?
Biscuits.
I'm doing biscuits? Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Eli told Stanley that he has one outside of his window. He hasn't slept too well. He hasn't slept too well in a week.
For a while, our neighbor Carol, her rooster was parking itself in our tree just out back of our property. That was, different to wake up to. Oh, really? We're going there, are we? And did I put? No, there's.
Stanley says it was kind of cold the first day, but yeah, it gets old very quickly.
I'm not 100% sure I did that the right way. So that's what I get for not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to start that again. And yes, that was an oh no. Because I wasn't sure if I put the wrong amount of baking powder.
Yep, that'll matter.
That will matter.
Joshua's here.
Hey, Joshua. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Make sure where I'm putting it, too.
Eli says a hashtag mini oh no.
A Miniona. Oh, that sounds kind of like a band, huh? Mini Ono.
Hashtag mini oh no.
Okay, now, well, let me do this the correct way. I believe what I did is I put 3 tablespoons, or three teaspoons of the baking powder, which I was supposed to do. Then I also put in 3 teaspoons of the baking soda. And that probably really wouldn't have made things work very well, so I'd rather just start over. All right. Salt. How about that? Let's put some salt in it. How's the video, by the way? Did it look okay? Can you see me well enough? Do I need to turn this light on too? Is that going to help? Let's see. Salt. Okay. Here comes the fun part.
Don said it looks fine.
Good. Awesome. So I got a stick of butter chunked up. It's frozen. You want it cold.
Carol said it looks great.
Thank you. That's what I just wanted to make sure. Everything looks all right. So I'm just going to give this a quick pulse or 3. What? Oh. Jeez. Okay. Had to bust up the frozen butter.
Joshua says video looks fine. Now old guy in the video, that's another story. That's a good one. Eli says, do you prefer tempura batter or panko?
It depends on what it is. Tempura batter is really good. I like it like with the sweet and sour pork, sweet and sour chicken, some shrimp, things like that. Other things like the pork and some of the other ones, I like the texture of the panko better. So just I don't really like one more than the other. I like them about equally. Where's my cups in here? All right, I'm gonna get some milk in this thing. Where is it? Okay. I don't want to put in too much milk either. Pulse this in as well. Just enough to where it mostly comes together. And then I'll put it out on my mat there. Hope for no real major mishaps. Here we go. Okay, that's enough. Let's bring the rest of this together by hand. All right, quick over. Whoop. Let's get that all out. There we go. Turn that down. Come on. Yummy.
Eli says I'm having spicy beef and bean chimichangas smothered in enchiladas.
Who was that?
Eli.
Eli. That sounds good. Well, in fact, I didn't hear a meal that I wouldn't eat.
Yep.
So, it all sounds good.
Carol says, what kind of milk was that?
That was buttermilk. Buttermilk biscuits. Just gonna pack this thing in here a little bit. All right. Nice. Let's get a little bit of that flour out. Bounce a rolling pin off of it. It's a small batch. It's not going to make many. That's okay.
Yep. You don't eat many.
Nope. Okay, that looks about right. I can still see some nice little flakes of butter in there.
How's Cletus doing these days?
I don't have any idea. He never writes me or calls or whatever. He just shows up whenever the heck he wants and stays, and then he'll just we'll wake up and he'll be gone. No idea where he went. So, but as far as I know, he's okay.
Tim says nothing like some homemade biscuits.
Yes, sir. I like them. Now, who had this request?
I think it's cool.
Uncle Les, yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
good.
man.
The wild stir.
And Jambalaya was by Eli.
Yeah, and that's coming up. That'll be up on the 29th. Come. All right. There's 6 of them. Just kind of crowd this back together. Cut it again. Well, that water disappears pretty quick when it's hot and it's boiling.
Yep. Wild Man said he used to make this dish at restaurants that he worked at back in the 90s.
Nice. Hey, I love this, that kind of a chicken, you know, what am I thinking of? Give me a second here. Chicken a la king. you know, with the creamy gravy. Same reason like for chicken fried steak. Get that country style gravy.
Jessica says so she's having a Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. Nice. Nothing wrong with a Caesar. And as a matter of fact, Caesar salad dressing is the only thing I like anchovy in. All right. That went pretty well.
Eli loves Caesar dressing.
What's that?
Eli loves Caesar dressing.
It's good stuff. It is good stuff. I do like a Caesar. Every now and then, if I decide I'm going to get a Caesar, I'll get maybe like some grilled chicken on it or something. All right. Oh.
Eli says an anchovy milkshake.
Probably not. That's and the milkshake I think is what. By the way, Tim, what are you guys gonna do for your 1,000 sub? What was voted? Did you have a time limit or whatever? I'm just curious. What people are gonna make you do?
Jessica says, yeah, I only like the thick dressings like ranch, balsamic, Russian.
Mm. Cool. Yeah, I like them as well. Like creamy Italian. I like creamy Italian. I like regular Italian, but pretty much okay with most of the dressings I've tried. There's some dressings that I really like a raspberry vinaigrette, but I don't like it if it's a store-bought one. There's just something about it that I don't. So, although I may like it, I may not eat it depending on where it's from on some salad dressings. I'm not saying that I don't eat bottled, salad dressing. I'm just like everyone else. Sure I do, but there's some I won't get because I just don't like them. I would like them otherwise, but all right.
Here's a request.
Cool. What have we got?
Manicotti.
Manicotti.
And I will put these sides, I will put garlic bread and Caesar salad for the
Sides.
sides.
Side suggestions, you bet.
Because that's what he requested.
Okay. Let's get this chicken. It's really nice and tender. What a really weird explanation. Description, huh? Nice and tender. It was just awful and tender. Wasn't nice at all. Where's it go? Still in the pan? Boy, oh boy. I'm losing it quick, guys.
Uh-oh. Jessica says steak Caesar salad is also really good.
Oh yeah.
It gives it a little bit of more flavor.
Yeah, steak's good. Normally, steak isn't generally something that I would do an add-on for a salad, but that doesn't take anything away from it.
I said blue cheese dressing, and he says it's OG's favorite.
It's kind of funny. I don't care for blue cheese dressing, but there has been a few things that I do like that have blue cheese. One of them is this dish that I made at one of the restaurants I was at. A steak gorgonzola, so very thinly sliced sirloin in a pan with some shallots and some garlic, a little bit of heavy cream. And where was I going with the brutes? Thank you. And a nice, handful of blue cheese gorgonzola crumbled on there, and you melt it in and hit it with just a little bit of fresh rosemary on the top. I like that one. That one was good. So there are some things. The place I was at, they had a blue cheese Asiago topping that they put on some of their nachos. That was good too.
And wasn't there like a black and blue burger or something that had blue cheese
Yeah, black and blue burgers, but I didn't care for those. I like the burger itself, but without the blue cheese.
Tim said the voting is still going on. So far, Grilled Pizza is in the lead. Meatloaf Milkshake is in second place, and voting ends the day before we go live next Saturday.
Nice. And what time will it be next Saturday? I hope I don't have to miss it. Because next Saturday we're not having our live stream. I've got that's when I'm going to start the filming for my new segment, and so we may not be here, depending on the time.
Yep.
We'll be back in the afternoonish, but I sure don't want to miss it. But I'm not going to expect you to postpone it. Oh, geez, why don't you schedule that for next week, Tim? And let me...
Eli said that Carl's Jr. had a burger with buffalo sauce and blue cheese that he really liked.
Oh. Yeah, that was buffalo sauce and blue cheese, sure. That's pretty common to get when we somebody would order wings. Instead of ranch, they'd get blue cheese and you dip their carrot and celery sticks. All right, let's get some just mixed veg tossed in there. And I'll throw some seasonings. Okay. Whoop. I'm not going to throw seasonings. Throw them. I will add them. Okay? Okay. That might be a little bit better. A little bit of time. It don't take much. A little bit of sage. Come on now. More sage than thyme, that's for sure. A little bit of white pepper. That's about right. I'm going to add some of these diced pimentos. Yum.
Yep.
This is going to be good. The only thing that's going to make it any better is if my biscuits actually turn out. I got a full disclosure here. The last 3 times that I tried to make biscuits, just for Mrs. Mole Guy and I, they didn't rise at all. They tasted fine, but I was like, oh. What am I doing wrong? And then I started checking dates. And the baking soda I was using was 4 years old. The baking powder I used was almost 3 years expired. So I'm hoping that maybe getting something a little newer might make that difference. It's like, no wonder they didn't work. But still, I'm a little nervous because, after you have failed attempts, especially like with things like pineapple upside down cake.
So Eli I said, where did the whole carrots and celery thing for wings come from?
Man, I don't really have an answer. I don't. Maybe you do, but I don't. I don't have a clue. Maybe just a
Google might know.
Google might know. I'm just thinking it was just something cheap on the side to kind of help cool your mouth down after eating something spicy. But maybe I don't know. I mean, you get celery in a Bloody Mary. I think chicken wings are pretty much started as a bar food. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but
Yeah, I don't have any idea. Never thought of it.
yeah, that's one of those questions that I just don't know.
So Tim said 6:30 Eastern time, and then he said that they understand.
Oh, 6:30 Eastern? Oh, that's 5:30 our time. We'll be home. It once it gets to be about 3:00, 3:30, it starts getting really freaking hot,
Yeah.
and I'd probably be heading home. So yeah, I will plan to be there.
Tom says, just don't make a pineapple upside down cake. Laughing.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna make one. I still owe Mrs. Old Guy a pineapple upside down cake. I'm just, I'm waiting for Char at some point, whether it be a text message with some written instruction, or a visit, or just exactly how. But she said she was going to show me or teach me how to make a proper pineapple upside down cake. And so now I'm like really committed. So I can't just blow it off any longer.
Stanley says, ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, I ain't got no gas in it. Boy, I don't know if I told you guys this. I think I did. A few years back, I was invited to a Halloween party. Decided to go with Carl Childers there from Sling Blade. Shaved my head and all that, my hair, and got the clothes that looked like he had, and made myself a blade out of a lawnmower blade out of a piece of, what was it? I think just plywood. Not a soul there knew who I was.
That was funny.
Nobody seen the movie. So if you haven't seen Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton, you need to see it.
Yep.
The first time I saw it, I had a hard time believing. At the end, when I saw the credits, that was Billy Bob. I was watching there, because
It's a great show.
It don't look man. He pulled that one off. So yeah, good movie. Pretty underrated, really. It should have got a lot more notoriety than it did.
Tim said, awesome, with the thumbs up.
Yeah, I definitely want to be there, man. I wouldn't miss it. So because it's that late, yeah, we'll be there for sure. I'll probably be home half an hour or an hour before.
Yep.
So.
Don says that's a great movie.
Oh yeah, it is a good movie.
And Josh wants to know, how has the weather been?
Yay, summer weather. Yes, it's been in the 90s. Today is no exception. I think we're in the upper 80s or something right now. So, yeah, things are good. How are we looking?
It was a little chilly first thing this morning, but it warmed up really nice quickly.
I'm disappointed.
Oh.
I'm going to have to go back to school.
Yes. Tim said Sling Blade is a great video. Dwight Yoakam was good in it too.
Oh yeah, everybody played their part, just great. If you guys have never seen them or heard of them, YouTube search story time with Carl Childers, and there's this guy that does that voice, but he tells children's stories like The Ugly Duckling and Little Red Riding Hood and I think Cinderella. Uh, you have to give them a listen to. If you liked Sling Blade, you're absolutely gonna love these, and they're hilarious. They're funny as heck. Check them out. Story time with Carl Childers. I'm not sure. I think they might have spelled it with a C instead of a K, but I'm not sure. Carl, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not really happy with the turnout, but I'm not going to make them again. Maybe they was too dry. I don't know, but they did again with the flat ass biscuits. F.A. and them things should have raised like that. They should be mountains, and they're little molehills.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna make them anymore.
Joshua said Sling Blade's a great movie. Eli said he's never heard of it. Stanley said R.I.P. John Ritter.
Yep. Oh yeah, John. Oh yeah, that was a while back.
Eli said that he'll have to look it up.
Oh yeah, Sling Blade's a really good movie. It's underrated. That's a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it is.
My guess is it was just too dry. Should have put more buttermilk in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't have enough steam to puff.
Next time, try that.
Yeah, like tomorrow morning. Now this is no longer. It's no longer fun. This is now a quest. It is, an obsession now. I have to get this little biscuit monkey off my back.
You can make him awful early if you're doing it before we take off tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, the next chance I get. Oh boy.
Eli says, real question, is it better than Poltergeist?
Yeah. It by a long shot. There's Poltergeist and there's Sling Blade. Okay? There's a huge difference in between there. There's no comparison.
Stanley said, throw some honey on them and call them good.
Oh, well, yeah, they're still, like I said, I'm sure they taste just fine. It's just the fact that they didn't raise again.
Yeah.
This is no longer fun. I keep having flat biscuits, and I thought for sure I was going to get it tonight, but I guess they were just too dry.
I guess.
Made some dry ass biscuits.
Joshua says Poltergeist is up there in really great movies.
Oh, yeah, really great gross ones.
Poltergeist. Says.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the not Poultrygeist.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist was a good movie. Yeah.
Don said, overworked the biscuit dough. Have to be gentle.
Oh, I overworked it. I did everything incorrectly. I even started over and still did it wrong.
What's up with that?
Well, I don't know. Well, another one of those oh no's. Yeah, I mean, really, it's embarrassing. I can make. You've seen my biscuits. You've had my biscuits. You know how they normally turn out, and this is really aggravating. I was afraid I did. But, well, we got cheddar biscuits on the for a side choice for jambalaya. So maybe I'll be making cheddar biscuits here pretty soon, and hopefully those will turn out a little better. We'll see. At this point, I'm not going to count on it.
Joshua says you did better than I would do making biscuits.
Oh, well, that's really not saying much right now, my friend. I mean, really. That this biscuit should be at least this tall, okay?
Eli, OG versus biscuits versus pineapple upside down cake. Does rivalry just
Oh, yes, I'm stuck in the middle. On one side, I got the bad biscuits, and on this side, I've got the unmakeable pineapple upside down cake. I think the people that can actually do that, can actually make pineapple upside down cake, it's some sort of sorcery. You know, an alchemist for sure. I don't know. I can't get it. They just don't work for me.
Ronald's here. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Ronald. I hope everything is good with you.
You didn't put that in the basket.
I didn't put what in the basket?
That request right there.
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I just
No,
didn't
no.
want it to get forgot.
Thank you. Boy, I sure hope my funnel cake turns out better than those did. Or we're just going to be eating some greasy blobs.
Stanley says they remind me of Popeye's biscuits.
Popeye's biscuits? Yeah, well, and again, Popeye still would have a better turnout, this thing. I mean, yeah.
Eli says pineapple upside down biscuits.
Pineapple upside down biscuits. No.
New image landscape and concrete too.
Hey, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. We've got some flat ass biscuits. We were just discussing the ramifications of my yet another failed attempt in my normally beautiful biscuits. And
Yeah, I'm not sure what you've been doing lately.
well, I was pretty sure I had the problem solved, but I think what I did wrong, like Don said, the dough may have been a little overworked, and I probably didn't have enough moisture.
It did look a little bright.
So,
He says, hello, nice, and looks good.
well, it should be good. Creamed chicken with these dry ass biscuits or flat ass biscuits. And I'm gonna make some funnel cake for the dessert. I'll probably plug a fryer in here directly. Just
cucumber salad.
cucumber salad, yep, thank you. Maybe I should get a little bowl for the cucumber salad too. I don't think you're gonna want it mixed in with your biscuit or in with the, okay.
Probably.
Okay. Well then. Okay. That'll. Sometimes I get these bright ideas. Turns out it's the dimmest one in the room.
One of the guys from the future is here.
Oh, which one? Is it Ralph?
It is.
Hi, Ralph. Happy
Sorry he's late.
Happy future. No, you're not late, man. You're just fine. I made some really subpar biscuits. The best thing you can say about them is they're nicely browned. I mean, that's not a light, fluffy biscuit. That's like a little building brick right there. Should be full of air, and it's not. I'm the only thing that's full.
Eli said my new favorite topping for burgers are now those crispy jalapeno chips for salad.
I bet. Yeah, they are good.
Those are good.
Yep. Sometimes we'll make our jalapeno bottle caps, which is just a breaded jalapeno slice, and they're good on burgers or whatever. Put them on sandwiches. Absolutely. The crispy ones, like I think it was Wendy's did some crispy jalapeno things
Yeah,
not too long ago. Yeah, those are good.
I like dipping my bottle caps into
Chippy.
Chipotle ranch.
Yep, that's what we call Chipotle Ranch. Chippy. Chipotle Ranch. That sounds like a location, doesn't it? Chipotle Ranch.
Jessica says, do you know what you're cooking next Saturday?
I'm not having a stream next Saturday. So I don't have any idea what I'll be cooking. Next Saturday, I'm going to start filming the new content for my channel, and so we're not going to be here. No live stream next Saturday, but we will be back on the 29th. So, and that will be cooking jambalaya.
Yep.
And as far as the side dish, don't know yet. Don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see what gets voted on. Alright, it's starting to reduce nicely. A little bit more.
Eli says Chipotle Ranch is next to Hidden Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, Chipotle Ranch. Right down the road from Hidden Valley. Yeah. You know, that reminded me of the Limelight, the song Limelight by Rush, where they're always singing about I always thought they were singing living in the Fish Islands. And I looked on the map, where is the Fish Islands? They were saying Fish Eye Lens, like a camera lens. Living in the Fish Eye Lens. I felt a little, slightly embarrassed. That, I was the only one that knew, and now you know too, but I'm not embarrassed about it anymore, so it's okay. All right, let's add a little bit of milk to this. Ooh.
All the milk to that?
Yeah, all of it. Last little bit, we're gonna have to pull out that gallon because I'll need a little bit for the funnel cake.
I suppose.
Okay, just letting you know. And I'm gonna put in about half a cup, maybe a little more heavy cream. Come on. Where'd I put it? I had myself a... There it is. It was hiding from me.
Eli said I had a comedian pick up on one of my jokes I told him on the stream. That was pretty cool.
Nice. And what was your joke? No, that's pretty good. Pinch of salt. Timber.
Crazy Dad had to head out, but me and Wild Man are here still watching.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that's what I understand. Man, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm gonna grab my mortar and pestle here. I put a little bit of white pepper in there, and I got some black pepper that I'm going to add, and I'm also going to throw in a little bit of green peppercorn.
Eli says, I don't know if you guys know Felipe
Escargot?
Esparza?
Escargot? I don't know.
ESPARC. Felipe.
I do not. Oh, it smells so good. All right.
We will have to look him up.
Absolutely. Then I'm going to mix a little bit of slurry here. What do I want to use? I guess I'll just grab a coffee cup. A little bit
Down
more.
so I can check it out after the spring.
But do tell.
Yes.
Now I need to know. Now I need to know. All right. Get this thickened up. Yikes!
He's a comedian that sometimes does shows with Fluffy. He did a taco show, I told him.
Ah. Oh yeah. Fluffy. I enjoy his comedy a lot. Never seen him in person, but I have watched several of his shows. All right, a little bit more. I want it just a tad bit thicker than that. Grab it here so it doesn't fly all over. Whoa. Okay. How many of these FABs do you want? 2?
Sure.
Something important?
Sure.
Ha ha ha. Instructions?
No.
No.
Just what they're doing next Saturday for their wedding anniversary.
Ah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Okay, well, wait. I guess I got to show the folks here. Okay, so Wild Man, can you see that?
Oh, there you go.
There's the cream chicken. Smells really nice.
Yeah, it does.
And my biscuits,
Thank you.
the bitter disappointment they are. They don't deserve the close-up they just got. I am not worthy. Grab you an entrenching tool.
Eli says, I love to stand up so much. I also really enjoy writing. Too bad I don't have the get on stage.
Well, Eli, what I could say is, don't be. Get yourself on stage. Don't let it be one of those things 25 or 30 years from now, and you're going to say, man, I wonder what would have happened if I would have tried this or done that. So, do it. Do it now.
Yep. Ralph says, we finally got a thunderstorm last night. I enjoy them, but hardly ever get them.
Yeah, well, we get them fairly frequently, but what am I looking for?
Crazy Food said that it looks good.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Wild Man.
Said it looks good.
Those biscuits have got to look a disappointment to you. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for Mrs. Old Guy. She has to sit here and eat them.
Sure, they're gonna taste just fine.
Here's your salad.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can I have some more?
Oh yeah, just hang on a second.
Thank you.
There you go. Jeez. All right. I suppose I should give you guys at least a little look at the salad too. Oh boy. Up.
Here you go. Up. Yep.
Okay. Before I dump it all over. Here I was thinking, ooh, I'll pull apart one of them biscuits. Put some butter on there. Yeah, it's like gonna be saw through a biscuit. Smells okay. Try one with a little bit of butter on it. So disappointing.
It's really good.
The biscuit?
And gravy?
Oh,
I kind of busted my biscuit up in the gravy.
you busted your biscuit. I wouldn't go around bragging about it. They just as expected. Tastes fine. It definitely just needed more moisture. They're dry. It's a dry biscuit.
It says it's a cool picnic basket in the back.
Oh, thank you. Getting it ready for tomorrow's adventure. Didn't really have any place else to put it right now. I put my bread in there, but I don't want to close the top on it yet. They maybe crush it or whatever. So, all right. Let me try it. Yay. Well, at least it's a success, at least as far as the cream chicken. And it is still good with the biscuit. I'm just not happy with how they turned out. Yeah, if you want a Popeye's biscuit, I guess it's okay. Or KFC. There's if I'm going to have biscuits, I pretty much just want them like this. Sometimes maybe with a stew or something, but
message from Sean.
Okay.
Tell him not to feel bad. Years ago, I made biscuits and forgot the baking powder. Talk about flat ass they were. We trashed them for sure. Of course, I didn't bake them in front of an audience.
Yep. Yep, I had to accept the failure right in front of everybody. But, you know, hey, that's one of the fun things about doing a live stream. You know, there ain't no trickery. You know, I'm not going to mix it together and magically pull one out of the oven. This isn't the first failed attempt at something.
Probably won't be the last.
Oh, no, not by a long shot. I've not made jambalaya before.
It's really good.
Yeah, this chicken part's great. Even the biscuits taste good. They're just not what I wanted them to do. Yeah, it's good. Oh, I suppose I should take 1 second here. And plug in this fryer so that when I have some funnel cake batter ready, it'll rock them out.
Ralph says, have you dyed your hair? You look a bit younger today. Might partially be because of the shirt.
Thank you. I did Jimmy's Be Young Again vitamin pills. No. I shaved.
John says, I'm going to email you for your rye bread recipe. I love caraway.
Absolutely. Now that turned out. I'll show you one of my little sandwich rolls here. It's real nice and soft. It's gonna be good. Doing sort of like a charcuterie board tomorrow, so I figured that'd work either for a sandwich or just to, you know, tear you off a hunk and eat. So,
Carol said shaved.
shaved.
That's what you did. Photos against anxieties here.
Hey, hey, happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome.
She said she's having a lazy Saturday. A very lazy Saturday.
That's, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's really been kind of a lazy Saturday for me. I mean, I really haven't done a whole lot. I failed at my biscuits, but I made some bread. Other than that, it's just haven't been doing much today. That, you know, when I do some work outside, I'll do it as long as I'm able, and then I'll go inside, and if I can work the next day, great. If I don't feel like it, I won't. But it's getting done. We're about halfway there, so.
Yeah. I wrote it down, Eli. Blueberry pie for desserts.
Oh.
Jordan's here.
Hey, Jordan. Nice to see you back. Happy Saturday. Stanley, it sounds like you guys had a pretty tasty dinner. Or if you haven't, you're going to be. Sure sounds good. I really like that white balsamic. It works great for things like this, but it also works like in flavoring mayo and aiolis and stuff. I really like it.
Lisa's here.
Lisa? Hey, Lisa. Happy Saturday.
Just how's it going?
It's going, well, it's going pretty good. Except for my FABs. My flat ass biscuit. I mean, they didn't raise not even a little bit.
No.
Very disappointing.
Jordan said dinner should be delicious. He made some mac and cheese the other night. That was out of this world.
Yeah. What did you put in it? You know, how do you prepare your mac and cheese? I mean, you guys seen me doing enough. As a matter of fact, you guys like mac and cheese a bunch. And I know this for a fact. Because every time, not just some of the times, but every single time, mac and cheese, baked mac and cheese, bacon mac and cheese, just mac and cheese, if it appeared on the side dish list, that's what I was making. Not once or twice, every single time. It is. I think that we probably did mac and cheese 10 times running. So it's like, okay. I'm not going to put mac and cheese for a little while, so don't expect to see it.
Ralph says, I wonder if failed biscuits would be good for turning into biscotti.
It's working good to put in this here stew. You know, they taste fine. They're just not light and fluffy.
The other guy from the future's here.
Mr. Greg.
Good morning from Sunday. Let's not mention upside down and pineapple.
Let's not. What the heck? Let's do and say we. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's do and just say we didn't.
Don wants to know where you get your vinegar.
I usually just pick it up at the City Market, Kroger store. I've looked. I mean, you can get it at other places, of course, but like a lot of the decent vinegars, they're kind of expensive. So,
But it's delicious.
oh, it is.
We use it a lot.
We do.
Eli says, Grr, mac and cheese to me is what biscuits and pineapple upside down cake is to OG.
Yes, I've heard you mention that a couple of times, Eli.
In Photos Against Anxiety said mac and cheese and a hamburger patty. Loved it in college when I was broke.
Yum. Yep. I mean, I like mac and cheese too. Don't get me wrong by my statement there. It's just that I wanted to see what other things would be voted on. I know now that it really doesn't matter what I put with mac and cheese as far as other sides to choose. Every time it's mac and cheese is a hands down winner.
Yep, every time. Yep.
So play around with some other sides. You'll probably see the mac and cheese come back probably in the fall when it starts to get cold again, and some baked mac and cheese is like up there on my comfort food list. So
Yeah. Lisa says she's been taking care of her mom, so now she's sleeping, so she's taking a break so that she can see your show.
oh well, I'm glad you're able to, and I really appreciate you spending your Saturday, or at least part of it, hanging out with this old guy. I don't know much, but now I know that much, and maybe I'll know more. I don't know. That's kind of a line from a story. You do not know much, but now you know that much, and soon you will know more. What story is that from? Can anybody tell me?
Jordan said that he made a butter and flour roux with whole milk, and then he used a mixture of Monterey Jack and Velveeta cheese. Then he used onion powder, roasted garlic powder, and half of a Corona beer and boiled pasta.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. That sounds really good.
Yeah, that sounds good, Jordan.
Never tried it with beer. That's interesting.
Well,
Vodka pasta.
we've done very close to that in making our beer cheese soup. And that's another favorite of mine. When you start getting that little chill in the air. All the apple trees in the orchards are ripe. It's a good night for some beer cheese.
Yep.
Make a loaf of bread with it.
Lisa said, hey Tom, I hope you have a nice Father's Day.
Well, thank you very much. It looks like it's going to be. Got a picnic planned with some neighbors, and go up into the mountain or up further, I suppose. We're going to go to the Grand Mesa. You can look on a Colorado map. It's pretty big. That's why they call it the Grand Mesa. But so we'll be somewhere up on the mesa.
Yep.
Don't know where.
I said breaded mac and cheese balls.
Breaded mac and cheese balls? Yeah. I would probably like that more than I liked macaroni and cheese pizza.
That don't even sound good.
And it wasn't. You tried it too. CC's Pizza, remember? Boy, you talking about bottom of the barrel pizza food chain. CC's Pizza. I'd almost rather eat it frozen.
Carol says, don't it take your fryer a while to heat up?
Yep, that's why I plugged it in. And it's hot right now. My little green indicator light is on.
Lisa said that's cool.
Well, it's not my little indicator light. It's the Father Ware's Fryer's little green indicator light. I don't have them. Make that clear.
Eli said, CC's or Frizzolis?
Frizzolis. Maybe I should go back Hey, taste change. Maybe I'll go back and try it and just say, wow. Wow. This isn't how I remember it. And that would be a pleasant surprise. Of course, if I do that, that won't be what I was expecting. But all right, Mrs. Old Guy, I hate to trouble you. I'm really going to need it. I only got a few minutes left to get this made and dessert out the window.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, out the window it might be if it turns out anywhere like these biscuits did. All right. Get this back out of my way. I'm getting serious about this. Okay. What did I just look at? Okay. Boy, oh boy. This old guy is slowly starting to lose it.
Uh-oh.
Just one day, after the next, just a little bit less, Oh, boy. All right. I guess I'm ready for this. Half a cup of flour. This is a small batch, hopefully. And I do it right the first time. Oh, Tom. Good thing it didn't go in there. All right, half a cup of flour. Woo! We're off to a rockin' start here, guys. Let's move on, shall we? Oh, I put stuff away. Wasn't that clever?
Mm-hmm.
Powder. All right. 3/4. All right. 1, 2, 3. Wait. I remember my schooling. A pinch of salt. Put some in my hand. I'm gonna pinch it. How's that?
Good.
That work okay for you?
Yep.
Oh, boy, all this different stuff. Salt, flour, baking powder, now sugar. Ridiculous. All the stuff you gotta put in just one thing. I don't see how people can live like this. Ridiculous.
Anybody says, imagine going in for surgery and seeing Cletus scrubbing up and telling you about the weather.
I don't want to imagine that. That's a frightening proposition right there. That is frightening.
It was chilly here this morning, Carol.
It was, definitely. But it was kind of nice in a way.
Yeah.
Because the house stayed cooler longer. Well, I guess it didn't because I was turning the oven on and stuff.
It's spring here right now, Ralph. It's almost summer.
Yep.
He told Carol, he says, yep, I think it's more that I'm still waking up and can't fully follow the chat. just didn't get enough sleep, and she says that she slept good because it was cold here. And he says, Ralph says, that was summer.
Well, yeah, still have some cooler evenings.
Yep.
And a half a teaspoon of Neller. Yeah, it's Neller. It's not the fake stuff. It's Neller. There's some of that. Okay.
We've been sleeping with our windows open, Carol.
Yeah.
So it's been getting pretty cold at night.
Windows open in the summer. Windows shut in the winter. That's generally how we do it.
Yeah, I said we get down to about 80 at night. We gotta bundle up.
Yeah. 80? Well, you're scraping icicles off the ceiling just about.
We probably dropped into the 40s last night, I would guess. I didn't see for sure.
Or at least the mid-50s for sure.
Yeah.
It was pretty chilly. Okay,
Carol
well,
said 45.
I'm about to see how well this is going to work out.
Hope it works out well.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm gonna trash the place. Let's do it good.
Carol says it's 60 in here in the morning. Yeah, your house isn't as insulated as well.
All right, let me get this open just so it's ready. Powdered sugar. Powdered sugar. And a fork. Okay. Funnel decayed. Luckily, everything is fairly clean and new. All right, here we go.
Dawn says I can't wait for Cletus to do another winter snow weather report.
He is something. So far, it looks okay. We'll see whether or not it's absolutely soaked through with grease or not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Well, aren't they supposed to be? I don't know. I've had funnel cake like 3 times ever, so.
Ralph said we're meant to be down to 46 Fahrenheit tomorrow. That's chilly.
Yep, that's chilly. That's about what it is in the early spring here. Yeah, it'll get in the 40s at night.
Yep.
So, and that's fall for you guys because you're just now going into fall, right? It's going to start cooling down. And is it a rainier time of year for you there in the winter?
Greg told Carol it's 46 here in Sydney this morning. Burr can't get out of bed yet. LOL. 7:30 a.m.
Oh.
It
Well,
looks good.
yeah, it doesn't look horrible. Let that kind of do its thing on the paper there for a minute. Guess I'll leave that be. I'll get another one going.
I said, you know it's hot when your shadow looks for shade.
That's hot, all right. My shadow's like, I'm over here, bud. If you're looking for me, you won't see me, but I'm here in the shade.
Ralph says, yep, often rainy here all year round, more so in the autumn and winter.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not necessarily rainy around here. Well, this part of Colorado is kind of a semi-arid kind of area anyway. Doesn't typically get a whole ton of moisture.
We did have quite a bit of rain this year, though.
Yeah, more so than some years. Well, last year we really got it. The snow and the subsequent rain with melt off, we took care of some roads all right. I don't know.
Craig said first sight of sun today for almost 2 weeks, lol.
We had that happen here not too long ago.
Yeah.
Nothing but rainy weather. Delayed my spring projects by about 2.5 weeks. A little more. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Let's get this on plate. Funnel with cakeeth. Is it focused in okay?
Pretty well. It looks a little blurry, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe pull it out a little bit further. Yeah. It's about the same. Looks good.
Get a little bit of delight. Even though I messed up on my biscuits, I still think I did good enough with everything else that I can have a little dessert. Ah. And just so you know, I don't really mess up here on the stream. A couple of days ago, I decided I was going to make some cake donuts. And the time I made them before, perfect. Absolutely beautiful. But this one, they were just soaked with grease. Just, I mean, unedible. What is going on?
Bruh is here. Looks delicious.
Well, thank you. And welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Looks good.
We are starting to, well, we're coming up close to the end of our stream, but just a quick reminder, and for those of you that are maybe new, all of our dinners and side dishes and desserts are either voted on or requested by you guys. Next Saturday, there will not be a live stream, but I will be back on the 29th. Normal time, 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so just kind of add or subtract depending on where you are in this here world. And I think before it gets too much later, I'm going to go ahead and draw for the week after. So it'll be the first Saturday in July. All right. Look at the basket. I mean, this is really getting pretty full of requests. It's amazing. how this all started. You know, a couple people suggesting one or two things, and now I probably got, oh boy, I bet there's close to 150 little slips of paper in here.
Don said your stuff looks good.
Oh, the funnel cake?
Dessert
The stuff?
stuff.
It's called funnel cake. The
The
stuff.
dessert.
It'll help if I turn the basket the right way, and then I can open it. Doesn't that matter? Come on. Pop open. Okay.
Carol said cherry days. Yep,
Coming up.
coming up. We always go to the parade.
Oh yeah.
And the doings in the park.
The dunes in the park. All right, here. Whoop, I grabbed two. Grab that one. Just throw it back in. Drum roll, please. Mr. Greg. We pulled your ticket this time. Sausage rolls. There we have it. Sausage rolls. So that'll be coming up the first Saturday in July, and I think that's going to be like, I think the 7th. I think it's the 7th. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not real sure on that either.
This little guy's looking.
6th.
The 6th. Well, I was close. So, we will be back then. By then, for sure. We'll be back actually on the 29th. And this one is for the 6th of July.
That'd be a long wait.
Boy, would it. Speaking of long waits, I don't know. How many of you folks out there watch the Stars series Spartacus? Anybody? Other than me? And this old guy? Anybody? I don't see any hands up yet, but it takes a minute for things to carry.
Ralph asked if we're taking a thermos flask with us to the picnic.
No, we're not bringing anything like warm to drink. We'll be bringing bottles of water. So no Spartacus fans out there?
Eli said, perfect 4th of July weekend meal.
Hmm.
And Lisa requested strawberry shortcake for dessert.
Okay. I'll add it to the list.
Aw.
Well, if none of you have watched the series, or then I get my my thought is pretty much mute if you don't know the series. So, not a big deal. I've suffered a lot worse tragedies than that. Like cutting my hair and going to a Halloween party dressed as somebody that nobody knew. Well, that was a tragedy. Woo!
You're welcome.
So, last minute questions or whatever. We got about 5 minutes. And I'll pick some more of this. Oh. Didn't turn out too bad.
Okay.
It's not as oily as I thought it might be. So I guess there's nothing. People are quiet today. That's okay. That just means I'll have to flap my yap and say a lot of things and actually say nothing.
What you're best at.
Geez, thanks. Appreciate that. Awfully sweet of you. Well,
Carol said, "Love you all." Thank you.
Well, thank you too, Carol. I hope everything goes good at your house. I mean, okay, you're only 3 doors down, so I can't really say I hope the weather holds out for you or anything like that. But I hope you have a nice weekend. That's for sure. And same with the rest of you. No matter where you are in this here crazy world. For those of you that are in the future, happy Sunday. And I hope your Monday goes good.
Eli said you should dress up as a leg lamp for Christmas, from Christmas Story for Halloween.
I can dress up as a leg lamp
You should.
from Christmas Story for Halloween. Well, maybe. I've got the fish nets already from, Rocky Horror, which I have full intentions on doing again this year. So, I'll have my fish nets. All I'd need pretty much is the lampshade and, some kind of frilly waistband to put around to look like the garter. So.
Lisa says, "I'm sorry, haven't much sleep."
Well, I hope you're able. Geez, talking with a mouthful. Hope you're able to get some sleep soon, and with some sleep, some hopeful renewed energy. I hope anyway for you.
Carol tried to sign in on her old phone, but it says she's not subscribed anymore.
So not subscribed to her old phone.
I think to your channel. I don't know. Just subscribe again. On it, log in and find him and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe again. It's free. It's fun.
Ralph says, hoping it won't be too wet for the dog meat tomorrow. Bobby doesn't like getting rained on.
Yeah, I don't know if our guys like it or not either. They'll sure go out and walk in it. And,
But if you try to get them to go outside in it, to go to the bathroom, they won't.
well, yeah. If they're walking or something, that's no problem. Oh, and I said that magic word. She's up here looking at me. You know how you ask your dog if they would like to do that particular activity? I don't want to say it, otherwise. Before I even get the question halfway out, they're all excited. Did you hear that? Polly.
Sleeping. Somebody's snoring right now.
Oh, is that what that snoring was? I thought it was Polly. Well, I guess I'm going to call it good.
Lisa's gotta go.
Lisa, thank you for coming in. In fact, all of you, Crazy Crude Food Crew. I appreciate you guys coming in. Eli, Miguel, John, Joshua, everybody. Thank you so much. Jessica, appreciate all of you coming in and hanging out with old guy on a Saturday, especially when there's, it's warm weather and you can go out and do stuff. So I do appreciate it very much. This is truly the highlight of my week, and I do look forward to it. And I will miss you guys next Saturday, but we'll be back on the 29th. I'm going to make, for the very first time, some jambalaya, and we'll see how well that goes. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you guys, please give back somewhat, somehow, some way in your community. Help out a neighbor, help out a food bank, go to Salvation Army. I'm sure that they could use a hand, help sorting clothes or just something, okay? We'll see you a week from Saturday, or 2 weeks from today.
Yep.
Whatever that is. Okay, bye.
So just real quick, Ralph said, thanks for the stream usual. Hope you have hit your hope.